ChatGPT is no longer being sold only as a place where you ask a question and receive an answer. OpenAI's new promise is much bigger. Give it a goal, connect the relevant tools, and let it stay with the job until it produces finished work. That product is called ChatGPT Work, and it is powered by the new GPT 5.6 family. This video is not another benchmark race. We are going to look at what the product actually does, who can access it, how you should begin, and where human supervision still matters. OpenAI describes Work as an agent that can operate across apps and files, break complex goals into smaller steps, and create finished material such as documents, spreadsheets, slides, and web applications. The key difference is persistence. A normal chat often ends with advice. An agent is expected to take actions and return with an outcome. Imagine that you need a competitor report. In a traditional workflow, you search the web, copy notes, organize sources, build a spreadsheet, create charts, and write a summary. With Work, the intended experience is to define the objective, provide access to the approved information, and allow the agent to coordinate those stages. The first setup decision is not the prompt. It is access. Before connecting email, cloud storage, calendars, or company documents, decide what the agent genuinely needs. More access may make the workflow convenient, but it also increases the consequences of a mistake. Start with a narrow folder or a limited project, not your entire digital life. Then define the deliverable. Research my business is vague. Create a 5-page report comparing these for competitors, cite every factual claim, and place the pricing table in a spreadsheet gives the agent a finish line. Next, define approval points. An agent that can draft an email is different from an agent authorized to send it. An agent that can prepare purchase options is different from one authorized to spend money. Keep irreversible actions behind human confirmation. GPT 5.6 arrives in 3 main tiers: Sol, Terra, and Luna. Sol is positioned as the flagship for difficult work. Terra balances capability and cost. Luna is designed for speed and lower cost. In standard ChatGPT, availability depends on the plan and rollout. Work and Codex can expose different model options, so viewers should check the model picker rather than assume every account looks the same. The names matter less than the workflow. Use a faster model for repetitive extraction, formatting, and simple transformations. Reserve the strongest reasoning for planning, ambiguous research, difficult analysis, or final quality review. One of the most important changes is that Codex technology sits inside this broader work system. Codex began as a coding agent, but the same idea, inspect a task, make a plan, use tools, verify the result, applies outside software. A spreadsheet, presentation, or research report can also be treated as a project with files, checks, and a final deliverable. Here is a practical first test. Create a small project folder containing 3 source documents. Ask Work to produce a 1-page briefing, a comparison table, and a list of unanswered questions. Require citations back to the source documents. Do not connect external apps yet. Then review 3 things. First, factual accuracy. Does every claim match the sources? Second, completeness. Did it quietly ignore a difficult section? Third, usability. Is the output genuinely ready, or does it only look polished? This last question is essential. Agents can produce confident structure around weak reasoning. A beautiful slide does not prove that the analysis behind it is correct. For a second test, give it a repetitive workflow you already understand. For example, turn a folder of meeting notes into actions grouped by owner and deadline. Because you know what good output looks like, you can evaluate whether the automation saves time. Do not begin with your most sensitive or expensive process. The safest adoption path is observe, constrain, verify, and then expand. ChatGPT Work also changes prompt writing. You are no longer writing only a question. You are writing a small operating agreement. A strong task includes the objective, available materials, constraints, definition of done, approval requirements, and verification steps. For example, use only the attached files. Build a 12-slide presentation for non-technical managers. Put uncertain claims in a separate review list. Do not send or publish anything. Verify every number against the spreadsheet before finishing. That prompt is valuable because it controls behavior, not merely tone. What can go wrong? The agent may misunderstand permissions, follow an outdated source, create plausible but incorrect information, or complete the wrong version of the task. Connected applications can also contain malicious or misleading instructions. Human review and narrow access are not optional details, they are part of the product design. The biggest change, then, is not that GPT's 5.6 answers better questions. It is that AI products are moving toward responsibility for longer chains of work. The unit of value is becoming a completed project rather than a single response. For users, that can be transformative. But the people who benefit most will not be those who surrender judgment. They will be those who design clear workflows, limit risk, and verify results. What is the first real task you would trust ChatGPT Work to complete? Research, spreadsheets, presentations, coding, or something else? Tell me below. If you want practical AI introductions without endless comparison videos, like this video and subscribe to Prompt Clash.